Separating the truth from the lies, coming at you from underneath the Newnan, Georgia, heavily chemtrailed, sun-simulated sky, about to receive a dose of the shock treatment. At the beginning of this, I had to throw it in there, folks. I had to throw it in there. I was watching Pastor Paul Begley tonight. If you haven't watched him or don't know of him, he's a pastor out of Indiana, the cornfields of Indiana, as he says. And he was talking about how metal shavings were found in baby formula. Perigo, I think is the name of it. But go look this stuff up. It's exclusively sold at Wal-Mart, at Martial Law, at FEMA Mart, and metal shavings in there. So they had to recall a bunch of it. I do stress re. And then you saw the chicken strips from Tyson, and then you saw with metal shavings earlier this year, March, and then you saw Mickey D's this year, metal shavings. Little girls eating ice cream, metal shavings. So Pastor Paul Begley, he didn't bring up the McDonald's part. I went a step further, but he did bring up. He says, and he referred to the strips as nuggets, tomato. I mean, but he says, how kids they love nuggets. Who eats nuggets the most? Or a lot. And he says little kids and even babies who have teeth. And then you see the baby formula with metal shavings, and then you see the little girl with says the parents claim she had metal shavings in her ice cream at Mickey D's. So Pastor Paul Begley pretty much was saying he doesn't buy that this is a coincidence. He thinks it's a lot more than that, and I'm gonna have to agree with that, because when you look at everything and the big picture, the vaccines, they have to take upwards of 70 by the time they're 18. It's an unimaginable amount that they have to take of this poison. So they're after the kids, no doubt. They're after the kids, but they're after everyone. But it is a form of depopulation, and they could hit you 6 ways from Sunday. They're getting the kids with the vaccines, with the metal shavings. Oops, that was an accident. I've got to recall all that merchandise. Now, some people say, why would they do that to jeopardize, their business? I don't know. Does it really jeopardize their business? It's something to ponder anyway. Of course, recalling it's going to an extent, but, why would they chemtrail us? Oh, you don't believe that they're doing that? You don't believe it's geoengineering? Look above, look up. Better yet, why don't you go to your photo album if you're in your 40s, or in your 30s or 40s and upward. Go there. That's Ma, actually. She was this is what I found when I was looking for the skies of yesteryear. Found pictures of her when she was, she did acting as, an extra, but she was in a lot of movies. She was in The War. What else? I'll Fly Away. I think Pet Sematary too. She could tell you more. But these are comedians. She went to see a comedic show. She was on Maury Povich with my dad. And these are things you find out when you go in a photo album to look for the skies of yesteryear, folks. The skies that you don't see anymore. Yeah, there's Maury Povich back in 93. 93. It was a show about my partner, my spouse's overweight. And they wanted her to come work for them. But she wasn't going to leave, be a part-time marriage just on weekends. That rock wouldn't roll, it wouldn't work. And chemtrails should not be working with you. You should be protesting this. Silence is consent. Look at this, folks. Do you actually think that this is normal? I mean, look at it. That's not even close to being normal. If you think this is normal, then you're not. I seen it. I see people arguing on Facebook. I see them arguing about this, saying some people saying that they don't believe it. No matter what evidence is being shown to them, they still want to say this is normal because that's the bottom line. The Weather Channel said so. Or maybe, get this, you might bring up, well, you know, our president said we have the cleanest air, I guess, in the world. Well, maybe they're doing chemtrail light on us. You ever think of that? And maybe the rest of the world's getting worse. So yeah, in that regard, it is cleaner. But it ain't clean. How in the world do you think breathing in the nanoparticulates of aluminum, strontium, barium, chaff, polymers, fibers, viruses? Go look thetruthAboutCancer.com. Type in chemtrails at truthaboutcancer.com. It'll bring you right to the site, and you'll see for yourself the whole list of stuff there. Go to geoengineeringwatch.org. You'll see all the proof, the patents inside the planes, folks. I've watched them spray. I watched you spray the entire sky. Yes, I did. Because I'm looking up, folks. And you should be looking up, too. And you should also be looking up and lifting up your head. Because if you're saved, your redemption draweth nigh. But before then, men's hearts will fail them for fear of looking after things that come upon the earth. This is over Newnan, Georgia, folks. This is happening. This is happening. I don't know what part of this you don't understand. It didn't roll in like a normal system. This was flown in. This was imported, folks. That's right. It's to control the weather. It's to depopulation. It's multifaceted. Go look up Dane Wigington, his Facebook page. Go look up Geoengineering Watch on Facebook. Go look up Dane Wigington of the same name as YouTube channel. There, I was looking for a picture of yesteryear, and they were on the set. This is, I think it's Newnan Square. And the background clear as a bell, and that's an old picture. You didn't see lines in the sky. There's Mom with, I guess, modeling, I don't know, is it an agent? She'll be able to tell you. There's Ma again in acting. So these are things you'll find when you go in a photo album to look for the skies of yesteryear. Seeing as how many of you out there don't remember, don't recall, and you might find fond memories too, like this. This is Ma when she was about my age. I was 49. She was around then. No, I have to say maybe a little younger. She might have been around 45. Probably about 45, because I think when she got the C word that rhymes with answer in the breast is when she stopped doing the acting. But she'll be able to comment underneath this and tell you. But yeah, I went looking for proof of a picture of yesteryear, and the best place to go is go to your grandma's photo album and check it out, okay? Since you can't remember what a freaking normal sky looks like and you think those are contrails. Unbelievable, man. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. How anyone could think this is normal is beyond me. It's beyond me. Look at this. The swirls, the straight up and down. That's not a contrail, folks. It's spreading out. Going to cause all this crap that you see here. I don't know why people are still arguing about this. You know what? You're doing the bidding of the system, this power structure. You're doing it. You're actually arguing for them to spray you when you naysay this with all the proof that's out there. It's freaking sickening, man. So yeah, they're trying to get the kids with the metal shavings. That's the way I see it in the vaccines. And you too. And trying to get everybody with this. And the 5G. Yeah, that's normal to the side too, right? That's normal. The swirls. What was that? Swirl clouds? Come on, you can't be this stupid, people. You can't be. Right there. I watched him. And then he shuts it off. As soon as I got the camera out, he's going straight up. Normal flight planners, they don't go straight up like a rocket, alright? And he shut it off, and the drone or whatever it was just disappeared. Totally disappeared, vanished. Boom. Almost like it was a figment of your imagination. And he stopped spraying, too. Just when I started filming, I'm looking up. Coincidence, I guess. And this is normal, right? I watch them spray all the time. When I catch them, they've become very crafty lately. They're crafty. They spray around. They're crafty. All up and down. They're crafty. That's aluminum you... That's aluminum you felt. That's crappy. They're crafty. They're crappy. They're just insane. And you're crazy if you think this is normal. Look at the swirls. This is not even a normal freaking cloud pattern. Nothing about that says normal at all. Nothing about it says normal. If you think this is normal, you got some serious issues. Most of the planes don't produce condensation anymore, folks. How many times do I gotta say it? Let me say it again. Most of the planes today don't produce condensation. Most of the planes today don't produce condensation. Most of the planes today don't produce condensation. Do I have to repeat it over and over again? I mean, they repeated their crap so long that you're probably in your 40s and 50s, and you're so far brainwashed because of repetitive indoctrination over the years. So now I got to play catch up, right? That's a chemtrail. That's a chemtrail. That's a chemtrail. Repeat after me. Geoengineering. 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 Spray. 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 Fake clouds. Fake clouds. Fake clouds. Zoo. 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 Warning. Warning. Fake clouds. Warning. Warning. Poison. Poison. Warning. Warning. That didn't roll in. That didn't roll in. It was sprayed, folks. It was flown in. It is absolute absurd that I have to still do this over and over again because of the cognitive dissonance and the detachment from reality is really run so deep with some. Unbelievable. And you could be a nice person, but you don't have your head screwed on straight if you think this is normal. And that giant white floodlight that they keep spraying out. I told you Harvard actually came out to confess that they're spraying because they're calling it solar radiation management, which is global dimming. All right? Here, I'll do all the legwork for you and prove it yet again. Harvard Solar. Should we go Solar Shield? We'll click that. Oh, Harvard Solar Geoengineering Research Program. I just read. Yeah, add sulfur dioxide to the list, if I remember correctly. All right? There you go. Harvard, 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 Harvard. I got to repeat it, right? Harvard. You like proof, right? You like scientific proof. You like university proof. You like prestige showing you the proof. Well, there you go. Don't take my word for it. Take Harvard, since you ain't gonna believe me. Good old shakalaka. You don't believe Dane Wigington. You don't believe Joe Imbriano. You don't believe Richie from Boston. You don't believe anybody else is talking about this. But there you go. There. Can you believe Harvard? All right. To manipulate the environment and the weather. All right. And offset some of the impacts of climate change. No, they're actually causing the climate change. It's called climate engineering. All right. So you're breathing all this stuff in. I mean, come on, folks. It's time to wake up. It's time to wake up. So, even if the president said that our air is cleaner, or the cleanest, is it the cleanest it could be? Is it the cleanest it's ever been? And what do we know that he knows? Just because he's president and a billionaire does not mean he knows about this. I got a millionaire aunt that don't know about this or a lot of other things in the big picture world, all right? I mean, she'll swear by Big Pharma and pop her pills, and even though she's very ailing right now and sick, and say, naysay the homeopathic eating clean pathway. I mean, she's coming around now, but it's a little too late. So take a look. I mean, it doesn't matter. Don't base it on their accomplishments, whether or not they're aware of this. I mean, did anybody sit Trump down? Did you watch him sit Trump down and tell him about the detriments of 5G and chemtrails, geoengineering? Until we see that happen, I suggest you guys that actually were pro-Trump and it seemed like you become a turncoat. Actually, let's see that happen first. Let him see naysay it. I want to see him naysay it. I mean, he's doing like a scattered cover and smother. I mean, I don't know when was the last time you were president. It seems to be a very tough job. I mean, if you do it right. So I'm not going to be naysaying. I'm in wait and see mode. All right. I want to see someone sit Trump down on live TV, tell him about the chemtrails, question him, tell him about the 5G detriments and vaccines. And a crappy water and a crap to tap and all that and break it on down and then see what he says. What he'll do about it. Alright? But these are not serious clouds and these are all, they're spraying you folks with sulfur dioxide. They're blocking out that white thing called the sun. Put that one in quotes. Oh yeah, you don't believe they have technology for that, do you? Unbelievable, man. It's unbelievable. But look, that's what they're spraying, okay? It's sulfur dioxide. Let's see. The first is carbon geoengineering, often called carbon dioxide removal. We don't need them taking out carbon, do we? I don't think so. Does the trees need that? And then they're going to roll out 5G to poison you even more? Asphyxiate you more? Alright, I mean, I feel like yawning because I keep doing the same old things over and over again to knock some sense into some people's heads, and it doesn't... I don't know. I mean, they've been brainwashed so deep. Maybe they're scared to wake up. That could be it. Scaredy cats. Maybe they're just too scared. And they like staying in a little bubble. They know all the sports. They know all the sports stats. They know everything that doesn't matter. About helly weird movies. They know everything about politics. They know everything inside and out. The latest in politics and stuff like that. And argue back and forth. And then they want to naysay this. I guess that's normal too. Yeah, that's normal, right? This is satellite imagery of lines everywhere. That's normal too, huh? Sulfate, look at this. Unbelievable. Stratospheric aerosol injections, that's normal too. This is normal too, right? This is normal. Chemtrailing. This is normal, right? This is normal. That's normal, right? This is normal, huh? This is normal. Golly, man. Really, the fluoride is dumbing people down so they become so idiotic that they want to think all this is normal. Look, folks. Look, people. Party sheeple. Go to geoengineeringwatch.org, headed up by Dane Wigington. It's got all the proof you need. All the proof. Lyndon B. Johnson even said 50 years ago, it's man's goal to control the weather, and he who controls the weather controls the world. What part of this do you not understand, folks? 50 years ago. They've been doing this cloud seeding for 70 years. They did it in World War II, if I remember correctly. They did Operation Popeye and the Ho Chi Minh Trail in Vietnam. So what the hell makes you think they're not continuing to do it, control the weather? And using HARP technologies, too, and the cell towers. It's time to wake up, people, man. You're disgusting me, and I'm trying to be civil about this, but I'm showing you the stuff, and I'm showing you the proof, and you're still saying this is fake news? No, you're fake news. Everything you do would say is fake news. How about that? Insane, man. This is truth. Truth.com, truth.org, truth.edu. Facts. All right? Facts are right here. Go check out the site. I brought you to it. I led you to water. Are you going to drink? Are you going to think? Because right now I don't see a whole lot of that. I see a whole lot of just scaredy catness and don't want to wake up, which is it's not a healthy way to be. It's not healthy to be like that. It's not a healthy state of mind. All right? So there it is. There it is. Earth's climate. That's why you hear climate change. They're doing it and blaming us, just like everything else. Don't you get it? Go back to sleep. Go keep popping your big pharma pills. Take your vaccines. Drink it. Wash your GMOs down with your crap to tap water, and keep on trucking. Keep on trucking. See how long that'll last. See how long that'll work. See how that'll work out for you. Because you don't want to believe nothing. I guess GMOs are great. Vaccines are wonderful. And the list goes on and on. Until next time, folks, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the cognitive dissonance. You've received the shock treatment.